Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life. And this evening I am doing my Throwback Thursday video for you guys this week. And this week I am doing two different videos. One for a full-length feature movie, and the second one is going to be a movie short from the Three Stooges. So look forward to that review after this one. But the movie I'm going to be reviewing this week for Throwback Thursday is Neighbors. This movie was released on December 18th, 1981. It is a dark comedy film that received mixed to positive reviews from critics. Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times gave it 3 out of 4 stars. It has a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb, a 63% on Rotten Tomatoes, and an 81% on Google. On a $8.5 million budget, it made $29.9 million at the box office. It was directed by John G. Alverson and written by Larry Gilbart. And it is based on the book of the same name by Thomas Berger. And the movie stars John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Kathy Moriarty, Catherine Walker, and Lauren Marie Taylor. And this movie got a simple plot. We have a small town, and in the small town, out in the middle of nowhere, are two homes on the Circle Drive. And as you can imagine, they're neighbors, of course. In the one home, you have the Keese family with Earl, Enid, and Elaine. Elaine is Earl and Enid's daughter, who is away at college for most of this movie. And then you have an empty house with new neighbors moving in. You have Vic and Ramona Zek, who are a younger couple. They're wild and crazy, and they love to have a lot of fun and do goofy things. And the main point and plot of this movie is their new neighbors are constantly messing with Earl in this movie, whether playing pranks on him or, doing things a little unorthodox. That's what they do in this movie. They're antagonists, basically, throughout this movie, but in a fun, hilarious way. This movie, probably not a lot of you know about this movie, and you're thinking, when I said the movie Neighbors, you're probably thinking of the newest versions of the Neighbors movies with Zac Efron and Seth Rogen, I believe. I've seen the first Neighbors movie with those guys. I haven't seen the second one, but that's probably what you guys were thinking. No, this Neighbors movie, 1981. In my opinion, this is a classic. This is very underrated for its time, making $29.9 million on a budget of $8.5 million is pretty damn good. And considering in 1981 that there were less than 100 movies released that year theatrically, that is really saying something. During these decades, like the 60s, 70s, 80s, there weren't a lot of movies released as much as they are today. Today, there's at least between 800 and 1,000 movies released each year. During the times when I was growing up, we barely had 100 movies released in a year. But yeah, Neighbors is a fantastic movie. I love this film. This just goes to show the true talents of John Belushi, and that his work ethic, and I love his the way he works off of Dan Aykroyd's character in this movie, and I love their chemistry. I love when they work together. Of course, the more famous movie with those guys is Blues Brothers, which is a classic John Landis directed movie. This one, like I said, is very underrated. Not a lot of people probably know about this unless you grew up during the same era as I did. Being a big movie buff and watcher, I love this movie. This movie doesn't get the recognition that it deserves. Um, the characters, they're very simple but hilarious. And to me, Dan Aykroyd's character Vic steals this movie. He's just freaking hilarious. And the lady who plays his wife, Ramona, Kathy Moriarty, she is just gorgeous or beautiful in this movie. And this is just a lot of fun. And it mainly takes place, actually, it takes place the whole damn movie around this circle drive. And a lot of hijinks and things ensue in this movie. I'm not going to get into details because I don't want to spoil the movie. But I highly recommend you check out this movie if you haven't seen it. If you are a fan of Belushi and Aykroyd and those movies during that era, you're definitely going to love this movie. You should be able to find it uh, on demand or maybe familyvideo.com if you want to purchase or rent it. It shouldn't be too hard to find. But yeah, this is a blast to watch, and definitely check it out. Um, as far as my score goes, I gave it a 9 out of 10, and yeah, and 2 thumbs up. So there you have it. That is my review of the movie Neighbors for my Throwback Thursday weekly review of one of my favorites of my childhood. And yeah, it's just a blast to talk about and to watch. I rewatched it the other day just to refresh my memory of how good this movie was. My only negative thing about the movie is it could have been longer. I think this movie could have been 2 hours because it was just that good. And with the leading actors you had in this movie, it could more than carry that running time, in my opinion. So, but in the comment section below, if you've seen this movie, give me your thoughts and opinions. And who was the better performance in this movie, or who gave the better performance? Do you think it was Belushi or Aykroyd? Let me know. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe today for more content. If you like this review, hit that like button. But stay tuned for one more Throwback Thursday review of it's going to be a movie short of the Three Stooges. And as always, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified of all the videos I upload to my channel, which I do on a daily basis. But thank you for watching, and check you later.